That comic podcast.
All right, nothing screams street level like a roided out rage monster. Let's talk about Spider-Man 4. Yeah, we all thought originally Daredevil was going to be the sidekick character. We heard that Ant-Man was supposed to be the sidekick character, that it was all trashed because so Venom could be the sidekick character. And yeah, now it's the Hulk.
Hell yeah.
I don't hate it, but it just feels so out of left field compared to what we were supposed to get from what that original those original plot leaks were. The whole
some good banter between the two of them.
Banter? Oh, wow, that was a stupid joke, but I appreciate you all for laughing. Not you. You didn't laugh, Buzz. I understood it was stupid.
I am curious as to how they'll keep that grounded or street level with the Hulk. Like, how does that story work?
Well, as Moshko was saying, they're going to throw the Punisher in there, and that's the big rumor that Bernthal is going to make an appearance teaming up with Peter, which will probably start with him not teaming up with Peter and give us that classic cover with Spider-Man and the crosshairs.
Ooh,
but
yeah.
Everyone points out the same thing, that after Civil War, who was the only person who remembered Peter Parker?
The Hulk.
Boom. That's why he's in it.
That makes sense.
So we'll get one scene where, Hulk runs into Spider-Man and he calls him Peter, and that's going to make Tom Holland's Spider-Man want to become Peter Parker again, because all rumors lead to that this movie is going to be one where he gave up on the Peter Parker persona in general, and he is solely Spider-Man. It is a solely Spider-Man story, and that he doesn't want to be Peter anymore, and that you can have the Hulk bring him back out of that, which could be kind of cool. So you could have this be the end of the Smart Hulk story.
Right.
So you can get us back to kind of a Savage Hulk, because there is still rumor of World War Hulk. I mean, in that Alex Perez conversation, they brought that up multiple times, that movie's in production. They're just not telling anyone about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that's true. But then that's how you can have that story make sense, because you can have this be the story where Professor Hulk ends.
I'm okay with that. I want Savage Hulk back.
And then Professor Hulk doesn't remember Peter.
Because that's still
Hulk
Banner.
does. Right. Because that's still the Banner persona.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like, the information I was seeing that the Hulk in the entire movie will be Savage Land Hulk.
Primal Hulk, yeah.
Primal Hulk.
Ooh.
And, again, it's Punisher and Spider-Man hunting him down.
It's also because of the change in release date to Doomsday, this is no longer a Battleworld movie. So that changes it a little bit as well, because the big rumor is that this was all going to take place in that recreated world that Doctor Doom is rumored to make at the end of Doomsday, leading into Secret Wars, which is, a la Jonathan Hickman's 2015 Secret Avengers. So the rumor is that that's like the same place we saw Ant-Man at the end, when he was like, this seems weird, and everyone's just kind of staring at him and smiling in the last couple scenes of Quantumanium.
Yeah.
That scene takes place in Battleworld.
Huh.
That was the rumor. Well, who God only knows how true any of this is now.
Well,
they've changed
so much.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Interestingly enough about all that is that there's still a slot open for, in between Doomsday and what's it?
Doctor Strange 3.
Yeah, but they're not saying whether it will be Doctor Strange 3. It could be World War Hulk.
No. World War Hulk can't be released in theaters, because they do not have the theatrical rights to the Incredible Hulk. So it'll be a special feature presentation or a special presentation for Disney Plus, because that's their way to get around it. And because it's going to be a Hulk movie centered around a bunch of characters fighting the Hulk, that it's not a Hulk movie, because they can't make that because of Universal. So there's still conflicts between contracts with that. More than likely that won't be the case, but who knows? I mean, again, I could be talking out my ass right now. I have no idea. I don't work with these people.
I believe you.
I'm confident that I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's interesting.
It's interesting, yeah. Clip it, but don't listen to me. All right. Well, I like the idea of the Hulk showing up, and I like the idea of having that scene with Banner or not Banner, but Hulk recognizing who Peter is. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the movie I was hoping it would be. This is the problem with the doing this show and keeping up with the rumors and stuff is that you get your heart set on what something's supposed to be versus what something is, and that's that's what turns us into Snyder writers. You know what I mean? It makes us just as bad.
Ain't nobody riding Snyder over here.
No, well, what I'm saying is what makes them bad is because, and bad is in your taste, not you as an individual, but your tastes are questionable. Their expectations for what Superman should be is why they leads them to hate these trailers so much. Because that's what they believe Superman is. So it's their belief in what something should be opposed to what they're getting and just accepting it for what it is the reason they're so upset. And MCU fans do the same thing, especially when we have a lot of time to overanalyze and talk about plot leaks and stuff like that. So it's the reason I have refused to look at anything that's Fantastic Four related right now. There's so much out about Fantastic Four.
Same.
I refuse.
Dude.
Don't expect to hear anything on this show about Fantastic Four until that comes out.
New Rockstars is having a field day.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't
I'm
want
a
to. Nope. Superman as well. Don't care. Don't show me a damn thing.
I'm done. Leaks
Movies are too close.
way too much. I'd rather just see the
too
movie
close.
at this point.
Right.
I want the surprise. Just let me see the movie.
I will be furious if it gets spoiled, and I know Baby Huey knows all of it.
Oh,
When
one
was
of my,
the
go ahead.
good?
I was saying one of my coworkers almost spoiled that
thing?
leak for
Well,
me.
that's how you get fired.
Yeah.
That's how you get fired. That's how you get
And I
fired.
was like-
That's how a fight
he's
breaks
like-
out. That's how you lose your job.
He's like, you saw it, right? I was like, no, don't say anything.
Shut your mouth.
He's like,
When was the last
right.
time that you went to the movies and saw a trailer that surprised you for a movie you had no idea was even being made?
The Predator.
Yeah.
That last
Oh,
Predator
yeah.
trailer.
Pray.
I had
Or,
no, the new
you
one.
talking about the new one?
Badlands.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Badlands with us not realizing that he's going to be the titular character.
Yes.
You know, like the fact that he is, we got I don't know, a non-armored predator. What are they even called? Yoshi? I want to say
Yautja.
Yoshi.
Yautja. Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, we went on a tangent there. Hulk and Spider-Man.
I am excited for Primal Hulk. I'm ready for the smashing to come back.
Yes, a
The
non-nerfed
race
Hulk.
smashing.
Well, and
Right,
it's
yes.
it can't be but so much. Because there's also rumor of all of these villains who I'm sure will just be cameos, and I'm sure will just be a montage of, since Spider-Man is no longer Peter Parker, he's doing a great job cleaning up the city because Boomerang is supposed to make an appearance. And we talked about this before.
Yeah. Scorpion was rumored to be in there too.
Right, which don't put him,
right
make him a
there.
part of a montage.
Well, hopefully not.
You can't give us the amazing scene with Scorpion from Spider-Man, the
Friendly
animated-
Neighborhood?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my
it was
goodness.
beautiful. And then give us a throwaway scene where he relocks him back up or something. I would
Oh,
be
yeah.
mad. So that's what I'm saying. Hulk is exciting, but at the same time feels kind of. It feels like Sony's forcing them, and they should have went with Daredevil.
The whole thing seems forced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah.
When you mention the characters together, I just imagine like an annual issue that's going to be like a one-off. I'm not
Yeah.
like thinking like next big blockbuster.
Yeah.
Giant size X-Men. What? Oh,
Giant
sorry.
size X-Men. Yeah.
Well, there's still rumor that they might introduce the Morales is in there because we've heard the Morales is now brought up multiple times, and it's now that you brought Daredevil back into the MCU, they brought up Morales there twice in both Daredevil shows.
They're going to do them all eventually.
Well, if you they added it, I think we talked about this. Yeah, we 100% did. When the Disney Plus release of Spider-Man No Way Home hit, they added a line in the very last scene where Peter's looking at his new apartment, where you can hear them talking about the Moraleses down
Oh
the hall.
yeah. Yeah.
So it's very possible that this is the franchise that sets up Miles moving forward. But then again, that's just so much going on where you've got all of these villains in a montage, right? With no main villain besides the Hulk and the Punisher, and Peter trying to tackle. Oh, Black Cat's also supposed to make an appearance. Like, there's just so much that that it's
no.
apparently doing that it's just like. I thought you were doing too much with Null. Now I'm like, all right.
Well,
And Noel shows up.
you can
And
argue
also-
that what if something like this happens, right? He's fighting Scorpion. Scorpion gravely injures Spider-Man, which pisses the Hulk off to no end. And that's how we get Savage Hulk back. He just no.
That's not going to make the Hulk mad enough. He's still Banner Hulk until that part goes away. We got to find out where Banner where the Banner mentality stops taking over. That's what we need to see.
Okay.
And I don't think that's going to come from Peter getting hurt. I don't think Banner is going to. Banner has seen more destruction than anybody else. Banner shot himself in the face. I do not think Peter Parker's fate is going to change things too much for what he's already been through.
I mean, okay, but I mean, I'm saying the Hulk still, well, Hulk or Banner Hulk will still recognize Peter as a child, not a child, but a kid. So there
Sure,
might be like some type
but
of attachment there.
I get it, but it's too hand wavy. Honestly, would you really be thrilled if that's what you found out was the reason? That's where we get Savage Hulk, is that Peter got slapped around a little bit?
Okay, all right.
All right. Let's keep this moving because again, it's not going to happen. Let's just keep this moving.